Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Friday, July 3rd, 2020. Just thought I'd come sit outside. Honey, when I say the devil is mad at somebody because it is hot as hell out here. But anyway, I want to bring you all sad news out of Idaho. This is Idaho News 6. Two felony charges dropped against Lori Vallow. Two felony charges of desertion and non-support of children against Lori Vallow were dropped Thursday, according to the East Idaho News. On Monday, two new felony counts of conspiracy to commit destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence were filed against Vallow. Court records show Vallow is still charged with misdemeanor counts of resisting or obstructing officers, criminal solicitation to commit a crime, and contempt of court. The misdemeanor charges were filed when police arrested Vallow in Kauai in February. She was extradited back to Idaho in March. Chad Daybell, Vallow's husband, is also charged with two felony counts of conspiracy to commit destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence. He also has two felony counts of destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence. Daybell was not arrested until the remains of the children were found in his backyard. A preliminary hearing scheduled for Lori Vallow next week has been canceled. Her next court appearance is scheduled on August 10th and August 11th. Okay, that is the sad information coming out of Idaho News 6, if you need verification. So, two felony charges have been dropped, and those charges are desertion and non-support of children, which I don't know how that happened, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'm sick of talking about this heifer, her and Chad Daybell. They're ignorant to me. That was the very reason why I didn't really want to talk about this story when I first heard about it, and one of the commenters was wanting me to talk about the story because when I first watched Dateline's episode of this case a few months ago, it was winded, and I thought, this I can't keep up because I couldn't keep up with the dead wife, the dead brother, somebody's car got shot. I said, oh, yeah, this is just too much to talk about. So I waited, but something told me, jump in. So here I am talking about two clowns slash zombies and the brother. He makes number three. But I'm not going to be on here long. I'm just sitting out here on my balcony waiting for my neighbor to return home. My elderly neighbor. I'm going to go check on her and sit with her this evening because she was, kind of lonely earlier. She said she called me and I didn't get to the phone in time because I was taking a shower. And she said, when I asked her, I thought you were out of town. I said, no, ma'am, just getting out of the shower. And she was like, okay, well, everybody's leaving, so I just wanted somebody to talk to. So I'm going to talk to my sweet friend here in a little while. And I thought, I went through my phone and just was checking my phone, things on my phone. And then I saw this update where the charges were dropped against this clown. Two felony charges of desertion and non-support were dropped against Lori Vallow. I don't know how those charges were dropped because we already know you weren't doing right by those kids. I'm telling what the hell she was doing with them the month before they actually were last seen. Who knows? She was already she's a chameleon. Her and Chad Daybell both are chameleons. They're zombies because they're walking around pretending to be humans. And the fact that I just uploaded a video, well, it's uploading probably as I speak to YouTube, about what the teachers had to say about JJ, and they thought they were model parents, her and Mr. Vallow. Well, he's deceased, so we can't really speak of him. Only his friends and family can speak on his behalf. But Lori is not a good role model or a good anything because she helped kill those babies, her and Chad and her brother, and I'm saying it. And it's just appalling. These people would kill these babies like this. So as you see, no apocalypse. Hello, July 3rd. Big Angie's in the high 10 and she's doing fine. She's sitting out here sweating to death, making a live video on YouTube. No apocalypse. See the stuff people talk about? It's stupid. And you know what's sickening is that there's people out here who will believe this buffoonery. They will go out here and believe people talking about, oh, May 3rd, the second, third coming is gonna happen, and you better get your tents and your canned goods and meet us out here in the desert. And oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'm on one because I'm baffled that people believe in this type of buffoonery. that people's mind are so weak-minded that they'll believe anything a person tells them. And it doesn't matter if it's a preacher, a rabbi, a man you're dating, a woman you're dating, someone you're married to, a friend, school teacher, whomever it is. When you get that gut feeling something they're saying doesn't sound right, it doesn't look right, it goes against your moral compass, your principles, your values, run like hell. And that's the spoken word. Run like hell. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You don't have to listen at people talk crazy talk. I don't care if it's about politics, religion, sexual orientation, um, how to live, where to go, whatever the subject matter is. When it doesn't sound right, and into you it's a conversation you prefer not to have, indulge in, or if it's behavior you don't want to indulge in, then don't. Oh, who is this? Latasha Phillips. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I'm not going to stay on too long, Latasha, because right now it's so hot here in the high 10, and I'm about to roast. You see, I had to pull my hair back because in order to sit outside, can't wear it down. But thank you, Latasha. Thank you so much for commenting. But I decided to do live only because I was sitting outside waiting for my sweet elderly friend to get home because I'm going to keep her company, tonight. Just, sit out with her and have a little chit chat, what we do. She's a very nice lady, Miss Doris. A lot of people who know me know I sit with her and keep her company. And she does have a touch of dementia. I guess I can go ahead and mention that. So you can imagine what our conversations are like. It's very interesting when she'll say, "Did I tell you about? Do you know who she is? Or what she got going on?" And then 2 minutes later, she'll ask me the same question. But that happens. I roll with the flow and I keep on going. But it is very hot here in Tennessee. When I say hot, baby, I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to be a big piece of melted chocolate sitting in this chair. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you all for my little 5 viewers. That's fine with me because I know you all are probably busy. It is summer. You're probably going places, doing things. I mean, I don't know exactly what's open in most states, but today was mandatory wear your mask in Knoxville. So there you go. Ooh, my friend from that's in DC sent me something. But anyway, I'm getting this battery. That's my sign. Where are you, Latasha's hot here too. North Carolina. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Good to see you. I'm going to hop off here because it's a little warm and I can't sit out here very long because I'm starting to perspire. As you see, I thought caught myself trying to look halfway cute, honey. But honey, I can't do it. I'm about to roast. But anyway, I thank you all for your support. I want you all to be safe this weekend, whatever your plans are. Pray for everybody. I'm praying for everybody. You pray for your friends in the world with this COVID, swine flu, all this upending violence that's taking place in America, all these terrible things happening to people, such as the cases I've discussed about JJ and Tylee Ryan, the young lady Miss Gwilyn, the soldier at Fort Hood. Please watch my videos I just uploaded. I'm angry. I am because I'm sick of these horrible stories. And I tell you all, I watch a lot of true crime. That's just something I indulge in. And every day I watch these shows. I go to bed to these shows. Thank you, Steph. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. When I watch these programs, first thing I'm thinking in my mind is that could be me. That could be my neighbor, somebody I know, somebody I care about. Because we all have took chances in life dealing with people, dating people, marrying people, letting people into our homes, people who cars we've gotten into, catching a ride with a stranger you didn't know. Everyone has made mistakes in dealing with people, but you have to be very careful, especially single women and men who are dating, such as myself. I do not have a life partner at this moment, and I keep thinking about all the people I've met. I took a chance just trying to talk to them, get to know them. If I invited them to my home, if I went to theirs, even meeting in public, because we do have sick people who don't mind snatching you up during the daylight. Many people have been accosted during the daylight. Many people have been kidnapped during the daylight. So you have to be careful even if you meet people in public places, because that's the assumption. Oh, meet them during the daytime. They won't do nothing to you during the daytime. Well, guess what? Let me let you in a little secret. There's some dead people in the cemetery who were murdered during the daytime. Because all it takes is someone who is not well equipped, mentally unstable, angry, vengeful, spiteful, that will snuff you out and don't have any problems doing it. And that is the world that we live in. That is the world that we live in, and it's sad. And I think about that all the time. Hey, Stephanie, thank you. I think about that all the time. Is you don't know people. You think about people who have been married to people for years, and that person decides one night that their life is not worthy, and they kill them, or that morning, afternoon, which is so whatever. And maybe the person didn't see it coming, didn't know, and they maybe even saw that, okay, this person is mean to me, cruel to me, but nah, she won't kill me, he won't kill me. People kill people every day. Their family members, their children, their spouses, their ex-spouses, lovers. And as I told you all, please check out the Dirty John series on USA Today about Betty Broderick. Love, love, love it. I am a fan. Please go into Google and check out interviews done with Oprah Winfrey. Betty, she was a character, but I still had a little empathy for her only because I felt like her husband did her wrong. Oh, you cooking at home, Latasha? Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, be safe, honey. But know that Betty, I don't really know all the details of her marriage because you're not gonna know everything because one other party is deceased. But I think she upheld this man while he went to medical school, then changed his mind and went to law school. And I think somewhere down the road, she may became resentful because she was a school teacher. She held that family together in the beginning. She was having babies while he was changing his mind from one university to the next. And I think her husband got beside himself. He started smelling his own funk and tail, as old people say, and he had no use for Betty. And that's when he started sleeping around with his secretary, who he ended up marrying, outed Betty, took her children, and they say they were divorced. Betty murdered him and his new wife 2 years after the fact. So Betty was bitter. Betty has been denied parole. And I believe the reason she was denied parole is because the parole board and one or two of her children feel as though Betty has still no remorse for her crimes and that she is still vengeful and still angry, and possibly so. And she feels bad that she killed these people, but she also still feels that they wronged her, and that's why she murdered them. I don't believe in murdering people because they did me wrong. Now, if it is an act of self-defense and they are trying to take my life, then yes, I'm going to do whatever I can to sustain life. But because that man no longer wants me or wants to date me, I'm not going to kill him. And that is the spoken word. I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you all for joining me, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And until the next time, I'll talk to you guys later. But this video was about Lori Vallow. 2 charges dropped against her, and we will see what happens with this case. Prayers for the William family out of Texas, Fort Hood soldier. Um, Prayers for Morales, also Fort Hood gentleman whose remains were just found in June. Prayers for Fort Hood. Prayers for everyone. And check in on an elderly person. Say hello or stop by. Thanks a lot, you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.